Hey everybody, we've all been there, scrolling through social media, seeing those perfect vacation photos. Turquoise water, white sand beaches, not a care in the world. It's enough to make you trade your sweatpants for a plane ticket. But let's be real, folks. What happens when the filter fades and the camera's put away? Real life, that's what. And let me tell you, real life travel can be messy, hilarious, and a whole lot more entertaining than those picture-perfect posts. So buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the wonderful world of travel fails. Those moments that make you want to scream into your suitcase, but also leave you with stories you'll be laughing about for years to come. Remember that time you overpacked and your suitcase burst open at the airport? Yeah, we've all been there. Or when you got lost in a foreign city and had to rely on the kindness of strangers to find your way back. And let's not forget the weather. Those unexpected rainstorms that turn your sunny beach day into a soggy mess. Travel delays, flight cancellations, and those long hours spent waiting at the airport. It's all part of the adventure. Trying exotic foods that don't always agree with your taste buds, but make for great stories later. And the best part? The people you meet along the way. Fellow travelers and locals who turn into lifelong friends. So next time you see those picture-perfect posts, remember the reality behind them. The laughs, the mishaps, and the memories that make travel truly unforgettable. Embrace the chaos, enjoy the journey, and get ready for your next adventure. Because in the end, it's the imperfect moments that make the best stories. So pack your bags, keep your sense of humor, and let's make some memories. Until next time, happy travels, everyone. First up, let's talk weather. It's that unpredictable force of nature that can make or break your trip. One moment, you're basking in the sun, and the next, you're running for cover. You know, that unpredictable force of nature that can make or break your trip? You plan everything down to the last detail, but the weather has its own agenda. You booked that beach vacation for a reason, right? Sun, sand, and endless cocktails. You imagine yourself lounging by the water, sipping on a refreshing drink, and soaking up the rays. But Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. Just when you think you've got the perfect day, dark clouds roll in and you're left scrambling to find shelter. Ever spent a week trying to tan under a torrential downpour? It's not exactly the relaxing getaway you had in mind. Instead of sunbathing, you're huddled under an umbrella, watching the rain pour down. Or maybe you were blessed with the opposite problem. A sunburn so bad you resemble a lobster? You slather on sunscreen, but somehow, you still end up with painful red skin. Don't even get me started on the bug bites. Just when you think you've escaped the rain or the scorching sun, the bugs come out in full force. Nothing says relaxation like itching every inch of your body. You spend your days scratching and applying anti-itch cream, wishing for some relief. Yeah, weather can be a real pain in the, well, you know, it can turn your dream vacation into a bit of a nightmare. But hey, at least it makes for a good story, right? Those unexpected moments, the challenges, and the mishaps, they all become part of the adventure. And when you look back, you'll have plenty of tales to tell. Now let's talk airports, those bustling hubs of humanity where time seems to stand still. You know the drill: endless security lines, delayed flights, and crying babies. Remember that time you sprinted through the airport, desperately trying to catch your flight? You were dodging suitcases, leaping over those rolly bag people like an Olympic hurdler. You finally made it to the gate, gasping for air, only to find out your flight was delayed by 5 hours. Airports, where dreams of exotic destinations meet the harsh realities of cramped seats and overpriced snacks. We've all been there. You're in a foreign country, feeling adventurous. You decide to order the most exotic thing on the menu. Sounds delicious, right? But wait, what arrived at your table? Something that looks suspiciously like squid tentacles? Or maybe you tried to ask for directions and ended up lost in a maze of cobblestone streets. Trying to communicate in a different language can be like playing charades with a mime who speaks fluent gibberish. It's all fun and games until you accidentally order a plate of escargots when you thought you were getting fries. Section 5. The case of the missing luggage. A fashion fiasco. Picture this. You've just landed in Paris, the city of lights. You're ready to hit the streets in your best Parisian chic outfit. But wait, where's your luggage? You check the carousel. Nothing. You check it again. Still nothing. Congratulations, your suitcase has decided to go on its own European adventure. Now you're stuck wearing the same wrinkled t-shirt for 3 days straight. Lost luggage, the ultimate travel test of your patience and your ability to rock a plastic bag as a fashion accessory. Section 6. Food, glorious food, culinary adventures gone wrong. One of the best parts of traveling is trying new foods, but sometimes those culinary adventures can go hilariously wrong. Like that time you decided to sample the local delicacy, only to realize it tasted like a combination of dirt and despair. Or maybe you were brave enough to try that street food that everyone raved about. Let's just say you spent the rest of your trip getting intimately acquainted with your hotel bathroom. Food poisoning, the unwelcome souvenir that keeps on giving. Section 7. Aloha from a rainstorm? Our Hawaiian mishap. Now, it's story time, folks. Remember that trip I took to Hawaii? You know, the one where Portia surprised me with a romantic getaway? Yeah, well, it wasn't all sunshine and mai tais. We get there, and it's beautiful. Palm trees swaying, ocean waves crashing. We're ready for some serious relaxation. But then, the skies opened up. And I mean, they really opened up. We're talking torrential downpour, hurricane-force winds. We spent the rest of our romantic getaway huddled in our hotel room, playing cards and eating room service. Hey, at least the room service was good. Section 8. Parisian gondola gridlock. Romance? Not so much. Speaking of romantic getaways, let's talk about Portia's grand gesture in Venice. She surprised me with a gondola ride through the canals. How romantic, right? Well, it was. Until we got stuck. That's right, stuck. Seems there was a traffic jam on the canals. Turns out, gondolas aren't exactly known for their speed or maneuverability. So there we were, stuck in a tiny boat, surrounded by 100 other tourists, with a very confused gondolier who only spoke Italian. Let's just say it wasn't the most romantic moment of our lives, but it's a story we still laugh about today. Section 9. Wrong suitcase, wrong continent. A packing predicament. Okay, one more story before I let you go. This one is a real doozy and always gets a good laugh. It involves my friend Andy and a little luggage mishap that turned into a hilarious adventure. Andy was flying to Africa for a once-in-a-lifetime safari adventure. He had been planning this trip for months, meticulously organizing every detail. He was so excited to see the Big Five: lions, elephants, leopards, rhinos, and buffaloes. The anticipation was palpable. Andy had packed all his khaki gear, his fancy new binoculars, and even a safari hat. He was ready for the adventure of a lifetime. But when he arrived in Africa, eager to start his journey, he opened his suitcase and found ball gowns and feather boas. Can you imagine his shock? It turns out, in the hustle and bustle of the airport, Andy had accidentally grabbed the wrong suitcase from baggage claim. A simple mistake with hilarious consequences. And whose suitcase did he end up with? None other than the legendary Diana Ross. Yes, the iconic singer herself. Andy couldn't believe it. He had Diana Ross's suitcase, filled with glamorous outfits meant for a superstar. But he made the best of it. He said he'd never seen anyone rock a feather boa in the African savannah before. And those binoculars? They came in handy for spotting wildlife and, of course, for a good laugh. Andy's story became a legend among our friends. It's a reminder that sometimes the best adventures come from the most unexpected situations. So next time you travel, double-check your luggage. You never know whose suitcase you might end up with and what kind of adventure it might lead to. And with that, I'll let you go. Safe travels, and may your journeys be filled with laughter and unforgettable moments. Section 10. Share your travel fails. Laughter is the best souvenir. So there you have it, folks. Proof that even when things go wrong, travel can be hilarious. These mishaps, misadventures, and moments of what the heck just happened. are what make our journeys memorable. Now it's your turn. Head over to my website and share your funniest travel fails. Let's spread the laughter and remind each other that sometimes the best travel stories are the ones that start with "oh no."